Hello icicles, welcome back to my channel. I don't know, I just get excited every time I say that. You guys know I like to come to you as I am. I didn't comb out my hair for the past week. I'm really like, my life is really like in 20 different places right now. Comment below if you guys want me to do a life update because I have a lot to update you guys on if you're interested, obviously. But yeah, I see you guys are enjoying the Hot Gal Marathon. I'm so sorry that it got so all over the place like it did, and like some of the videos weren't consecutive because I didn't know all that was gonna happen. I had no idea that all of these surprises and all of these things were happening, and it was like every time I thought I had a second to kind of sit down and edit and get the video out for you guys, something else popped up. Something else was happening. I was going somewhere else. Somebody was calling me to do something. So I didn't have any time to sit down and edit the footage. So I ended up with all that footage all together, which is why y'all got that 45-minute video. And I just had to do it. I just had to give it to y'all because it didn't make sense to break it up into like 12 different 10-minute videos if I could just give it to you guys in one bite so that we can move forward with the content. So this is episode 8, you guys. This is the final episode. I don't really have that much footage for the final episode, to be honest with you. We ended up going one more place. There was one more surprise that I didn't know about, so I didn't vlog much that day. I only vlogged the actual thing that we did. But my mom gave me the great idea to kind of explain to you guys what happened and kind of like just explain my thought process, because you kind of just see everything unfolding and I'm just kind of like going with it. So I'm going to be combing my hair out while I speak to you guys about what happened and like how my brain saw everything going on, because after this I'm going to film another video for you guys. So I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's just get into this. For those of you who do care about my hair, I'm using this Quench by Auntie Jackie's, and it's a moisture intense leave-in conditioner. It's like the consistency is kind of watery. It's not thick. This has become my kind of like go-to product when I'm trying to make my hair look a little bit decent from like this stage. And I'm just gonna be using, you know, the handy dandy conditioner bottle and this brush because my best friend took my long tooth comb. I actually want you guys to watch what footage I have first for episode 8, and then we can continue this conversation. So I will see you guys in a couple minutes. We're at Sky Zone! So I had a feel I was gonna do that anyway, but crazy. We're at Sky Zone. Joy is sick of these niggas. Y'all, they have been just they don't stop. They just keep going. They got like 6 vlogs going on right now. Yo. All this footage. I'm so excited. And you're editing all of it, so congratulations. You're gonna have so much fun. Thank you, family. I love you guys. Nobody likes you. I'm not doing nothing for my birthday. I'm gonna be in my room. Nobody come see me. We are deep, y'all. It's always mad of us. We found some fans. Say hi. Oh, look at the icicles. So we're in Sky Zone. Show your socks. Show your socks. Wait. Show your socks. Alright, we out. Yo, they are wildin'. This is too much jumping. Go, mommy! Ice! Do a trick, Ice! Go, Icy, go, Icy, go! Go, Icy, go, Icy, go!
Where's the birthday girl? Birthday girl!
Yeah, mommy! Mommy!
Come on!
Come hard! Good job! You gotta climb out, mommy.
I am. She's Gucci.
Come on, Daddy! Woo!
So we have an emergency. Why? First aid kit, yes.
Let me see. In her foot.
I'm blown. You gotta give it a souvenir?
Does it feel better now, sister? Does it feel better? I don't know.
Come on, Phoenix! Come on, sister!
Don't trick like that.
10 back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dig it!
Run, sister, run! I feel like we should beat him up. Let's beat him up. Let's beat him up. Is that my twerk?
No. Really?
Switch! Shift! Come on, shift!
Cheater.
We're talking you ain't cracked a sweat yet.
Because you didn't see me over there.
Go, mommy. Come on. Where's any people that money? Yeah.
Yeah, Ma.
Go, mommy, go.
America has jumped.
You gonna go in?
Alright, so now y'all know where we went. We went to Sky Zone. I met 2 icicles. Sometimes I'm so amazed at like the age range of my icicles. Lately I've been going out a lot to places, and everywhere I go somebody recognizes me. Somebody is an icicle, and I'm just like, wow, like we're growing, you guys. So yeah, I met those 2 icicles, and I pretty much you guys saw I had glass in my foot because why did I have glass in my foot? I had glass in my foot. I had gotten the glass in my foot from the party the night before because a glass had dropped off the table, and we thought we got the glass out, but apparently we didn't get the glass out and it was still in there. But we finally got it out when we were at Sky Zone. It had to come out, I'm sorry. But yes, let's start from the beginning. So I know y'all saw my little like pessimistic moments of like saying, you know, my birthday's not going right, and it was really like I was genuinely sad because a lot of things were going wrong. I couldn't find an outfit, number 1, and then I couldn't find shoes. Remember, we did that whole day in the city looking for these things and really walked away with pretty much nothing. And then it was an issue with like the nail techs because I couldn't find one that was available. I had a couple of them in mind that I wanted to go to, but I had to settle for like someone I didn't really know. I don't know those other girls, granted, but they weren't available, so I had to take what I could get, and that made me nervous. I'm very picky with my nails. I like them a certain shape, I like them a certain length, I like them to look very clean. I don't like the chunks of acrylic underneath and stuff like that. Like, if I'm paying my money, I want it done very well. And so I was very skeptical about just going to somebody off of like seeing their work for the first time, not hearing any really reviews about them. So that was one of my issues. And then I turned out being completely right because the girl who did my nails, she did a great job. She was a great person, but the issue was that all my nails had broken like that same day. Like the tips of my nails, they were stiletto nails before, like the pointy nails, and all the ends had broken off, and that has never happened to me. So I never ended up going back to her. I never ended up getting my nails done again. But because my family had made me so happy about everything, I totally forgot that my nails were messed up. And so I just kind of just went with it for the rest of my birthday. And then I really thought that my sisters were not coming. Honestly, I really thought they weren't coming. And I thought they weren't coming because one of my sisters, she said that she had a, what did she say? She said she had some meeting or something that was important. So I was like, okay, I can't really be selfish, and I'm not even planning anything for my birthday anyways, because I'm not a party person, you guys. I do not, like, I'll go to parties, I like to go to them, but to plan them and to like put all my work into them, I don't like doing that because I'm a very like extra person. And so if it can't be what my vision is, or stuff starts to go wrong, I really like, I start to panic, like I'll be crying. It's just too much emotions for me involved in planning a party for myself. So I don't like having parties. Like, I wasn't even gonna have a sweet 16. The bottom line is that I don't really like planning parties for myself because of all the stress that goes into it. And because I'm so stressed about like everything else that I do on a daily basis, I just don't want to have to feel that same stress to celebrate something for me. Like, I'd rather go to the spa or like relax or something where I don't have to put that much brain power into it. Like, I just show up and get taken care of. So my sister's not coming wouldn't really be a big deal because we weren't doing anything anyways, and it costs money every time they get on the bus to come to me. So I was like, I'm not about to make them spend this money to come down here and we're not doing anything. So it was fine. My other sister told me she wasn't coming because she couldn't afford it, and I was like, all right, that's fine, you know, because again, I didn't think I was doing anything, so it didn't really matter if she was here or not, because I didn't want people to come down and then like I'm sleeping all day. Like, that didn't really make sense. and I'm not gonna call him down here to watch me cut a cake. Like, that doesn't make sense either. And then all of a sudden, y'all, my sister Joy is an interesting creature. That scene that you guys see with me sitting down on the bed while she's doing stuff on my eye, she wasn't doing nothing on my eye, y'all. She was doing that to keep me distracted because they were coming up. So whatever she did, I ended up wiping it off because she was like, oh, you can wipe that off. Like, I just did that because they were telling me to do something. And they were saying I was being difficult because I showed you guys saw my attitude when I was like, my dad told me to get dressed and I don't know what to wear, and me getting dressed is one of the hardest things ever, especially not knowing where I'm going. Because when I know where I'm going, I already have like clothes everywhere, like all these different options. Like, I don't know what to wear, so not knowing where I'm going, I have less direction. I don't know if to dress fancy, I don't know if to dress down. Like, I didn't know what the hell I was wearing. And so my mom was like, oh, do something on your face, it doesn't matter where we're going. And I'm like, girl, I need to know where we're going, because I'm not gonna do makeup and put on a dress or look all cute and everything and we're going to like the Container Store or something, because my dad likes to go to this Container Store in Long Island. They wouldn't tell me, and so they were saying I was giving a hard time because I kept fighting them. I wasn't just like, okay, let me go get ready. So turns out Joy was just doing foolishness on my face to try to keep me distracted, and then my sisters came in the room and I cried so much because I said it in the video, everything was going wrong. And like, my family is my happy place. You guys know this. Like, whenever I'm sad, whenever like I really need some support or I need to like recenter myself, being around my family is like the best thing for me, because they just, the environment of being around them and the love that I feel around them, it makes me feel safe, you know? And like, when my sisters are around, my older sister, like she's very like a take charge kind of person. So like, when she comes around, I'm like, okay, she's here. I didn't think that my best friend was coming out with us that night because he was supposed to have work. He said he had work. And then he ended up coming with us, which was another surprise. And then when he came with us, the restaurant was a surprise, the dress was a surprise. The only thing that wasn't a surprise was the shoes, because I bought those from Steve Madden. That was the one thing that I had gotten. So the shoes weren't a surprise, but the dress was definitely a surprise, and I was so in love with it. You guys know I love me some sparkles. And then when we went out to eat, that was a surprise too. You should know this if you watched the 19 things you didn't know about me video from my mom, with my mom, because she said it. Seafood and sushi are my favorite foods, you guys. My like the top favorite food is seafood and sushi. So they took me to this Japanese restaurant that none of us have ever been to, that had bomb sushi and bomb seafood. And then another surprise was that my other family members were joining us at the dinner, like, surprise. And then after that, you guys saw the surprise with the ice cream place. And that ice cream, I had such a hard time picking that ice cream, you guys, because it was so like different. I've never had ice cream those flavors. Like, it was really weird flavors. I was a little like caught off guard. I thought it was gonna be like regular ice cream, but I'm glad that I did go there because the ice cream ended up being really good. It just was different, you know? And sometimes when you try something different, like, you have to decide how you feel about it. So I decided how I feel about it now, and I enjoyed it. It was a good experience. Plus, like, I've never had ice cream with a pie and a cookie thing and whatever, so I'm grateful for that experience. The next day, we were eating our leftovers. My mom bought me ackee and sawfish. You guys, I was throwing like a mini tantrum for it like a few days before I got it, because I was just really craving like ackee and sawfish, and then by the time I had woken up and gotten myself together, it was too late to eat it. Like, all the restaurants were not serving it anymore. So I was shit out of luck, and I was very upset about that because I was really like craving it. You know when you really like set your mind on something and then people tell you you can't have it? That's really what it was. But yes, after that, I'm thinking like we're chilling, like I'm like there's nothing else going on, you know? My mom and my sisters left, and I'm thinking they went to go do something. I don't know what they went to go do, but I'm like, you know what, that's fine. I'm not even worried. Like, let them go handle whatever they're handling. And then my father calls me and he's like, hey, what you doing? Where's your mom? I was like, she left to go do something. And he was like, okay, get yourself together. I'm taking you somewhere. I was like, huh? I'm like, he said he's taking me somewhere. I don't know, like, what's going on. And I grew up, like, my dad always raised me to never really question him. So I couldn't really be like, hey, where we're going? Like, I need to know. So I kind of was just going with the flow of it. And I didn't think anything of it. Like, I thought he was probably just going to take me with him somewhere, or he was going to buy me something. But I thought, like, I just thought it was like a little father-daughter moment that he was just taking me out, whatever. And then we get to this spa, you guys. And it's like, there's like these natural products and stuff all over the wall. And this lady, and she's like telling me I'm getting a back facial, and I'm like, what? I was like, these people, they don't stop. And my mom obviously is the one who orchestrated that. So she basically sent me and him to go get back facials. And I'm like, okay, another surprise, like, yay. Like, I was just like, okay, whatever's next, I'm going with it. Mind you, that freaking back facial was amazing. It was so relaxing. And anybody who knows me knows I do not relax, so I feel like that was something that I was really grateful for, that they let me have that experience, and that my mom remembered that that was something that I was talking about that I wanted to do, because I get back acne, and I think it's from my hair, like the products on my back, but I'm not 100% sure. But you know, things like facials and facials like purify your skin, so that was something that I wanted to do. So I was like, oh, she did this. And then my dad ended up taking me to this place called Trinity Delight. And I love Bacon Shark. So we got Bacon Shark. Whoa. Let me backtrack a little bit. Before we even got to the place, my mom called me before I left. And she was like, where is he taking you? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't really know. I was confused about what was going on. And she was like, okay, let me know what's going on. So I'm guessing, I thought she was like telling me to let her know like when we're coming back and stuff like that, or like I didn't know what she meant by let her know what's going on. So when everything was over, I looked at my phone, I had missed calls from her. So I called her back and she was like, oh, I thought I told you to tell me what was going on. I thought I was in trouble. But she was telling me, that was that little conversation that I put in there for you guys to see on her end. But she was like, I'm waiting for a call from you. I told you to let me know what's going on. And I was like, you know what's going on. Because I had just finished the back facial. And we were on our way to get the food from Trinity Delight. So then I put 2 and 2 together. Like, I really had my evidence that she did it. So there was that. And then she was like, okay, go to Trinity Delight and get your Bacon Shark. We were already on our way there. So I was like, yeah, we're already doing that. And she was like, call me when you're there so that I can tell you if I want anything. And I'm like, all right. You know, like, I did not think nothing of that, which is so like I don't know, something's wrong with me, because I feel like the natural person, like the normal person, the average person, that's the word I was looking for. The average person would think of something. The average person would be like, something's going on, but not me. When we got to Trinity Delights, I called her. And she was like, okay, get garlic sauce with fries. I was like, all right, fine. So we got the garlic sauce with fries. And then my dad, for some reason, decides that we're going to Home Depot. They said that we must hurry up because they picked the movie already. So I'm like, oh, we're having movie night? Okay, cool. So then he goes to Home Depot, and I'm kind of like, if they said to hurry up because they're waiting on us, why are we going to Home Depot? But you know, I was like, my dad likes to do whatever he wants to do. So then we pick up 2 bottles of outdoor bleach. And then we walk around the store, and he looks at like floorboards and stuff. And I'm really genuinely thinking that we're here like actually looking for these things. And then we get online, and the line is kind of long. It's not really moving or anything like that. I don't know what happened, but he just decided that we should leave. So I was like, okay. I mean, I didn't think the line was that long. Like, I thought that we could have waited out that line, but he just was like, okay, let's just go. So he left the bleach and we left. Then after we left, we drove home. And when we got home, I'm like, everybody's sleeping or something, or they started watching the movie, because the house was dark, but I was seeing light. So I was like, okay, they're all sitting down watching the movie. And then, I don't know what happened after that, but we got out, And after we got out, I went to the front door, and then my brother comes to the front door, and he has on a towel. My brother Kirk, he has a towel on the bottom half of his body. And he comes to open the door, and I'm like, there was nobody else who could have opened the door? Like, you're half naked. I don't know what he said, but I was looking, I'm like, it's dark as hell. Like, what happened to everybody? Like, everybody's sleeping? And then I walk up the stairs, and like, I start, like, I think my brother that's the DJ, his laptop, like, the light on his laptop was shining. And so I started to see, like, the shapes of, like, the balloons on the ceiling. And I was like, what the hell? And then I walked up the stairs, and then you guys saw what happened after I walked up the stairs. And then, like, I don't know, everything just, I don't know. Y'all saw what happened. I was shocked. Kenya said that she said something. She told me she was gonna pass by my house, but I wasn't expecting her to because she works a lot. So I'm like, she's gonna be at work, so she's most likely not gonna come by. And then she was there, and I was kind of like, what? Yeah, then the party happened, and I started crying again because, I don't know, I think it was happy tears. It was like, oh, you guys love me this much tears? I don't know, I'm a big baby. I will cry for everything, you guys. And that's a fact about me. So get used to it because I'm a big crybaby. I think it's just because I'm just an emotional person. My lips is mad dry. Don't worry. I'll make sure I put on lip gloss in the next video. But yeah, I was just really taken off guard by everything that happened. Everything kind of hit me, and I was just like, yo, I have the bestest family in the whole wide world. Like, whose family does it like mine? Nobody. So yeah, that is pretty much what I felt. I was very grateful. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of great experiences. They said they were planning this since Jade's birthday, and you guys remember that vlog that I gave you guys when I was in Albany and we did her party and she had that dinner and all that, which was crazy to know that they've been, like, this was just put in motion. There was group chats and everything, and I was like, wow, this is really, like, I'm really a dummy, especially because, like, they were on my best friend's phone, and I'm always on my best friend's phone. Like, I'm always taking it and just doing random stuff with it. So it's like, how did I not see this? Like, how did I not know that all of this was going on? I don't know. I'm a little bit slow sometimes. But overall, like I said, I'm really grateful for my family. I'm really grateful for my loved ones. I'm really grateful to have people who love me that much, because I know that a lot of people don't have that. And I do apologize to you guys for the little bit of pessimism that I was going on with, because you guys know, at the end of the day, I always believe in making the most of every situation, and I was gonna do that, so I apologize for, like, pushing that energy on you guys. You know, I'm a strong person. I believe in making the most of every birthday, because you don't have, like, you're not guaranteed to see another birthday. You're not guaranteed to see another year. So it's a blessing that should be celebrated regardless of how you feel or any of that extraness, regardless of what goes wrong. Like, nails and hair and stuff like that are not enough of a reason to not celebrate yourself living another year of life and all the accomplishments that you have made. With that being said, I am done with my hair. I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm gonna get to filming this next video for you guys. I hope that this clarified a little bit about what was going on. I absolutely did not know what was going on. I did not know who was coming, what was happening, who, what, when, where, why, none of that. The surprise, all the dresses were surprises. There were like 20 surprises that weekend, you guys. Like, I don't know how I did not see any of them. But again, I'm super grateful for my family. I love you guys very much. You guys are my whole freaking heart. And I'm super grateful for you guys as my supporters, for being happy, for me being happy. And also, I'm a little bit interested in what you guys want to see. I know you guys want to see playlists, so you don't have to comment that. I know you guys want that dance tutorial part 2. That's not coming until we hit 100K, you guys. So tell your mama, tell your granny about my channel, spread it so that we can get that part 2. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do not forget to do so and hit the little notification bell so you can get notified when I post. Out. I will see you guys next video. Later.